Almost live. We're almost live. We're almost live. Right. Good. Well, we're not zoomed up. All right. How's everyone doing? I'm going to be talking with SuperDave44 tonight, a friend, and I'm going to be returning a favor at the same time. I'm sure you'll all love him. And don't forget, I will be back after about half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, maximum though. Come back and join in the comment section to read everything and all the messages, of course. So I hope you appreciate seeing a Super Dave. So I sent him out the link. There's no rush, and I want Super Dave to feel absolutely free. There is no rush. He comes on when he can. He was working also, so obviously finished working. I sent him the link at the time. Poor guy, it must be late for him. I still don't know if Super Dave has a different time with me. How's it going, everyone? Hey, yes, sir. Crazy Music Space Jam. Thank you very much. Lover of the Lord is here. Thank you very much, man. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thanks a lot, man. We'll be talking soon too, man. I promise you. Big week this week. Hey, tomorrow, guys, I'll be cutting my grass for the first time. That's right, for the first time. So I get to do some exercise. Yeah, the grass grew. The past 3 days been raining here like crazy. Of course, it was an eclipse that I was on with Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic channel today. Had a stream this afternoon. It was a pretty busy day, but it was a fun day. And, you know, hopefully I got some new people over from Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic's channel. We're going to make some nice shows in the coming future, talk a lot about some topics. Jean-Claude, if you don't know who he is, go see the interview. Look in the community, scroll down, and you'll see Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic interview 003. You can subscribe. You can check out his channel. We're going to have some nice shows. He has big platforms. There's a lot of platforms. And he was telling me, he says, Bruce, he says on Rumble, he says he's getting like, I don't know if it's double or triple of views, a lot more views than he's getting on YouTube. He said they're not, blocking certain things there. It's sad. Hopefully at one point, I mean, my life is here. I mean, I started on YouTube and the channel's here. It took everything for me to get some attention to the research, oddly. But don't forget, my research was known and was seen by a lot of people, in the real ufology world. And as for here on YouTube, you all know we're in the Matrix. So people like, and you got to love YouTube for that. People love going to see, these names become popular, or, overnight. Like the Island Boys, these guys, like one of them murdered somebody, but they get popular and people like to see a certain thing. It used to be that some people judged the character of someone. Like me, I'll go listen to music of someone I don't appreciate or like as a person, but I'd have a hard time, because, judge of character. But today on the internet, anything goes, and people are just, very, very unique and special, let's say. Elias, thank you very much, kind sir, for being here. Ah ouais, puis si t'embarques pas à soir, là, au pire, là, man, le mois à soir après ça. That was weird. Au pire, dimanche, pour le direct, on va voir, là. Puis en même temps, parce que c'est simple, je vais te donner mon numéro. On va se communiquer, là, de temps en temps, là. T'as assez les comments, là? I've seen ghosts around here. Ooh, you guys believe in ghosts? Lover of the Lord, thank you, kind sir. Again, everybody for coming back. Random Ralph, always the same amazing people that come back. I don't know if you know Super Dave 44, and he also has Super Dave 45, because sadly, sometimes he gets into YouTube jail. Yes, Dave has a YouTube record, and so do I, because that's what happens. Speaking of the devil, no, Super Dave, our friend, is in. Hello, my friend. I can see you backstage there. So he's sitting down. He's setting up. He already looks set to go. And I'm going to let him get connected. And then I'm going to click on him in a couple of seconds. He can see me, I'm sure. Probably listening to me. And we're going to be speaking to Super Dave, which don't worry, my friend Super Dave, I won't keep you in a room for more than 30 seconds. Letting you get settled in. Jason Beresny, thanks, man. Latin Canadian, thanks for coming back, guys. Good night. Happy evening, Bruce's family. Happy evening to you too. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your kindness, everybody. Honestly, speaking of kindness, we're going to be speaking to someone very kind. Let's bring him on. Mr. Super Dave. How's it going, brother?
I clicked on Canada. I ended up on Bruce Sees All channel. What are you doing, Bruce?
Welcome to Canada, Mr. Super Dave 44.
Wow.
Bro, how's it going, man? Is it tight with work? Did you just get out or did you have time to eat at least?
Yeah, I just got out the shower and I ate. I'm right here on Bruce Sees All channel, y'all.
Hey, you know what? It's about damn time, man. I'll be honest with you. The kind stuff you've said to me and to your community when I was there and present on your channel, I love you for it, man. And I really appreciate it. Like me, there's a lot of people on YouTube we all connect with, but we don't really know who they are until we start talking to them and getting to know them and stuff like that. I mean, I think it's awesome. Your channel now, how many by the way, everybody, the link will be in the description after when I'm done talking with him. And when it's over, you guys can go check out his channel. How many subscribers are you at now, Super Dave? Over 10,000 now?
I'm still approaching 10,000, Bruce.
How close, brother?
I'm working on it. It's slow, but I'm getting there. 9,300.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. So you have the same anticipation that I have right now to get to 100,000. You're waiting also to approach the 10,000. Now you're realistically looking at that and saying, yeah, okay, a year and a half. Sometimes it's so slow, right? It's weird. And it honestly, it has nothing to do with the content creator. Sometimes it seems that the subs are rolling up and down and some people get so many subs and views.
It does. What drew me to your channel, Bruce, was your professionalism. You the moon man. And that's what draws a lot of people to your channel.
Thanks, man.
Your work, the professionalism of your work. Your work is a very serious work. I take your work very seriously. The structures on the moon, when I first saw years ago, yeah, with them smaller telescopes you have, Bruce. Yeah. I mean, really, it just blew my mind, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, man.
And like when you're on Canadian radio, man, and you tell people about your channel, they come over here to see Bruce Sees All and his professional work.
Man, I love you for it, man. You give the best shout outs. I'll be honest with you. You've always been like that. And by the way, he shouts out everyone. He talks and interacts with everyone. No danger of any crap happening on his channel because you turn a blind eye. And your community is a hell of a good one. You know how it is starting a real family online, man. And it's fun because when you go to your channel, we see the same people come back. That's always fun to see the same people come back. Here too. I mean, I love it, man. It changed my life, Super Dave. YouTube for me really changed my life.
Yeah, it does. I use my YouTube, in a different way, and a lot of people know that.
Yeah,
I have fun with my YouTube.
Damn right, man.
I use music. I question the people in the chat. I mean, I have fun. I every now and then I come up with something, different, and that's what I want to do is something different.
Absolutely. Back in the days, Super Dave, I mean, listen, I'm 48. Okay. And back in the days, it used to be the shows that were on television were creative. People were funny. They were spontaneous. There was music, a lot like you do. You know what I mean? That's a thing of the past now. It's like people, when you see people come online, it's usually, and I got nothing against the headsets there, but it's usually a trend. You got the microphone like me, you got the headset, and then you got the lights in the back, and then but you change it up. I change it up. I mean, I'm just straight up at home here like this, and I think it's awesome. We need to change on YouTube, but growing the community, you are into the moon research, and I know you are, and I know you're really interested in it, man, and I appreciate the passion that you have in some of my findings and appreciating what I'm doing. Recently, the moon, they just said in a couple of days ago, man, 2 days ago, they said that there's a core inside the moon, because you and I know back in the days, Apollo They're always saying that it's desolate. There's no core inside. It's like, because that would change whether there's a magnetosphere or not. Real quick question. We're just having fun here today, by the way. You don't mind staying on for half an hour maybe, Super Dave?
I don't mind for a little while, Bruce.
Perfect. Listen, man, if you stay on half an hour, I'll be so happy. And this is a channel where everything goes. Everything absolutely goes. What do you think about just basic idea about Elon Musk's Starship, which was the biggest spacecraft he sent up? It exploded. And now he was talking about sabotage. And like, do you think he's actually ever going to be able to get that big spaceship up there? And, all the satellites also, do you think that's going to cause pollution or problems? There's a lot going on out there and we don't realize it, eh?
Well, if you go according to what he's been doing, with Falcon 9 and all his rockets, eventually, yes, I'm sure he will get, that up there.
Yeah.
I question everything. I'm like the moon. Is it a rock? Is it a light? I do. I question everything. And a lot of people believe it is a rock, and I'm fine with that. And the things that we see, the things you show, for real. There's other channels. There's your channel, and you show UFOs in and around the moon.
Exactly. There's lots of different.
There's something to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And there are lots of people working on the moon. Some people are doing magnificent work with the NASA images. Some have located UFOs and craft on different planets. So it's good that we look at everything that's out there. But that's why, it's pretty unique that I was able to get some of those lights. It's not something I see every day. I don't see the moon itself every day. How's the weather been in your end? Are you guys getting a lot of rain?
No, it's really nice, Bruce. It's really nice. But yeah, when it came, I believed in the universe, and I still somewhat do. Like the planets, the Mars, and it's my community. I don't want to break hearts, and people be like,
it's hard to touch. I'm cutting you off here, but I'm sure it's hard to touch subjects that are going to offend certain people. Is that what you mean?
Kind of like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Really, I know the sun and the moon and the stars, they all exist. And I question all this stuff really because my community kind of makes me question all this stuff,
The same as me. Yes. They bring up a lot of questions. And every time they ask me a question, sometimes I finish a stream and I go into research. I said, holy shit, is that really happening? Because all of us together are more than, we're like a big brain. We're like what the elites are trying to do, form a brain with us. Well, sometimes when we get together in groups, they don't like that because we get smart, And
when it comes to Elon Musk, everything we're seeing is technology. That's what they're showing us. But when it comes to Elon Musk himself, I question him. What is his motives?
That's very good that you brought that up. And in such a delicate way, because I agree with you. I like the guy if I look at what the good positive things he's doing, but like in the Bible, lukewarm, they say, no, you're hot or cold, right? And he's doing some stuff. He started some stuff a long time ago that even though he's not still doing it, it started something that the elites are doing that's bad, the AI, right? But now
they said Kamala Harris, the vice president,
right,
is now in charge of AI. Really?
Did you hear that? They announced that 2 days ago. I think I heard that myself.
Well, I would rather, if we was moving toward the real technology and things that we depend on and will depend on in the future and all that, I would rather have Elon Musk in charge of it.
I would too, and honestly, even though a lot of people are saying he's on the left, he might be a little, but don't forget, lefts never go right at all. If he's dipping into the right side, the good side, or the awake people, it could be that he changes something. Maybe he does have a heart,
which I should. I'm sorry to cut you off, Bruce, but I should have added to that if he wasn't allowed to do nefarious things with it.
Absolutely. You're right about that. Yeah, because we don't know what he's doing, you know. That man, the first time I heard of that guy, I heard that he had the boring company. He's making holes the size of mountains. And then you hear that he wants to colonize Mars. He gets to send a car out into space with a guy with sunglasses and a recording thing, you know. I mean, it's like it's not just anyone that can do that, right?
That's
So
right.
but I guess they need his technology to be able to further themselves. Like they went and grabbed Einstein's theory on relativity and grabbed him and wanted him to make, bombs for them. They go grab Elon Musk to get the technology to be able to build rockets to go further, and then they're going to dump them. Do you think that NASA in the coming years will ever have a competition with private space associations? Japan just sent up a spacecraft, a couple light space. One
I
of them.
remember years ago we being told that there's private companies going into space.
Yeah,
There
they
would
hide
be
them too.
private rides. I mean, like me and you, or even people with money or whatever, or whoever. Excuse me, but that would take space rides. We've been told this for years.
Virgin Galactic, right? Yeah, absolutely right.
Is it really happening? Is it happening today? I mean, I don't know for sure. Do you? I've been suspected for years, maybe the
Right.
last 10 years, that they in the atmosphere. I don't know if you go in space or the edge of space. Maybe they have these,
Exactly.
these, and the elite are like already like living up there,
That's scary, eh? Just what you touched on there. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know if they're going into interstellar space. We don't know if they're past that. What are they doing with black holes? What are they doing with the exoplanets? They're going to pollute that, sending more probes out to there. You got New Horizon out to Pluto. Man, they discovered at least 10 new objects in the solar system. And I don't know if you've heard.
Well, I can't wait till Bruce Sees All discovers something
Hey,
and it becomes public. I used to say years ago that you was going to have your own show on the Discovery Channel, Bruce.
I remember you saying that. I remember you saying that. Guys, Super Dave had me on his channel. We actually had a very nice conversation on your channel. And yeah, I mean, he's into space too. He knows, he has a record like me. We have records, YouTube records, not life jail, but YouTube jail, because we say things sometimes and we got to speak always between the lines the past few years, which becomes really annoying. And it's nice to see you growing the community, man. But it's slow. Everyone's channel's slow. Some people get up there really fast, and I think that has to do basically with the area where you live. Like in the States, some people get higher than people in Canada. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Would you think Artemis is going to have any delays or problems? I don't know if you know it,
I
man.
don't know, Bruce. I have no idea, really. You're asking.
Hey, nobody does, right? Like they don't know themselves. I mean,
I have no clue.
Nobody
Hello,
knows.
darling. Look, I'm on Bruce's channel. Darling Llama.
Oh, darling here. Hey, guys, thanks for
Happy
coming in.
belated birthday. Thank you very much, everyone. Yes, I just had a birthday
Really?
less than a week ago.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Man,
Bruce.
37.
Yes, 29 and a half.
29. That's even better. That's even better. Man, there's a lot of theories around those aliens, and it's hard to understand because they say there's aliens on Earth. They could be in Earth. They talk about movies talking about aliens. Do you think all this information out there is to confuse us? I was talking with Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic this afternoon, and he says there's a lot of information coming out. Could it be that, you did hear of the leak, right? Recently, Super Dave, that they didn't say much about. There was like a leak of information, apparently from someone in the National Guard, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Seemed like I heard about this not too long ago.
Yeah, they haven't talked about it since. Apparently, there was information a lot about Canada there. So
they're trying to get more agencies to study it, and they won't take it on.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. We got the 3-letter agencies like
so that's what we're being told. What we're always being told is not really what's going on.
That's right. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Do you think we'll ever overcome the elites at one point?
Well,
Maybe
now, what do you
like
mean?
in other words, the new world order and stuff, without getting in detail, do you think that we could ever overcome that control at one point?
It
Coming,
can be overcome. It take a worldwide effort.
it really would, and it would take everyone's effort together, eh? Because we're all so involved in working and family, which is normal. We have payments, we have businesses. Some people have businesses. Some people have loads of kids to send to school and to practices at sports and sessions and whatnot. But
Well, yeah, if you're talking one side or the other side has all this time in the world because they wake up at 1 o'clock and watch soap operas all day. I mean, these
yeah,
liberals in the world. I mean, I hate to take sides in a way, but it is kind of like us and versus. I mean, them, And
yeah,
I don't really mean to say that. I mean, but it's going to take a worldwide effort really to change what's going on.
absolutely, absolutely. They're going to have to give in at one point the power. They're going to have to consider a certain part of overpowering us
Yeah,
enough.
us on one side, a lot of us have jobs and children and have, just whatever in life and always busy and don't have time to go and just do what these left people do.
Exactly. That's very true. Elias, thank you very much. Late
I don't.
happy birthday. Oh, we have a happy birthday
This is
to
just my opinion on my side. I mean, that Bruce. I don't mean to run anybody off your channel or anything.
no danger. No danger here. They're pretty much awake. And we have a message for our friend Super Dave. Elias, thank you so much. Late happy birthday, Super Dave. Is a real pleasure to have you with Bruce on screen. Smash the damn thumbs up button, peoples, please. Awesome. My awesome family always here. Same amazing, supportive people. I'm hoping, what would you think if Elon Musk, hello, Nicole S, Court Bug, I do like, you have that too, inside of you, Super Dave? When the people start coming into the feed, you just want to thank everyone. Ever try to thank everyone? You can't do it
I
because
do.
there's so many people. He goes,
I,
no, I thank
I
you.
don't. I don't get 100 people or 80 like you or 75 or even 140 like you. But
What are you going to do when you do?
when I
Hey,
when I
1900
have
people here.
30 in my chat, I see every one of them.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do when you get 1,000? It's coming. It's coming, man.
It takes a lot of work to get there, Bruce.
It does. I have a tendency of thinking the ones that apply themselves the most on the channels are the ones that are getting the least views for some reason. It's the generation, the mentality, I guess. Younger generation are into these weird videos, which I have to admit I'm starting to get into now. I'm trying to euthanize myself. No, actually, I'm trying not euthanize myself. I'm trying to bring out my youth and not euthanize myself.
You're a good guy, Bruce. Really, when it comes to your work and your professionalism, people come to you. They want knowledge. They want to know what and that's the truth. And the things you show, I mean, it's just mind blowing. And I don't see any other channels out there that has the quality,
Thanks,
that you have.
thanks a lot, man. I love you for it.
I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And any drama should never. I'm a neutral person. I don't accept drama. I don't
Right.
look at it.
Right.
And
Good for you.
look at you. I mean, you have going on 100,000 subscribers, and that reminds me of that cake you got. I want a piece of it when you get 100,000 subscribers.
Damn right. Well, you know what? Did you know, Super Dave? I stopped eating cake. I've been dieting since April 12th.
Well, you've been telling me you have a frozen cake in your freezer for when you get 100,000 subscribers.
Yep. Now I'm gonna have to throw that mama away because I don't eat cake anymore. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get maybe a whole bunch of cucumbers and I'll stick stick a bunch of candles in them or something like that. I'm telling you, man. I'm feeling old. I was feeling old, so that's why I'm trying to get back into shape. Been exercising every day, man. Hopefully, I'll weigh like you one day, get down and trimmed one day. Do you know that I'm infatuated with your hat, by the way?
Well, thank you. I got a lot. I probably have 65 hats now.
Yeah, eh? All the same style. I bet you. I got my little hat. Sort of. It's now my.
I used to wear a hat like that when I was in my 20s a little bit.
Yeah. But you know who wears those hats? Also, it's that I've played with a little bit of people music, and they always have the fedoras. Saxophonists will always have a fedora. It's a style of music too. You could be music, and you know who you remind me of actually, and you're probably going to laugh at me. You're probably going to say, "Well, a lot of people probably say it." Oh, actually, that's stupid. Your name's Super Dave. Sometimes you remind me of Superman. And
Well, that's cool.
is it Dick Tracy or I don't know who the face is, but you have the face of one of those reporters back in the cartoons, and I don't remember his bloody name. But anyways,
Well,
just
thank
wanted.
you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I am. The ladies say I'm good looking, so I just take their word for
Well, that's why I'm losing weight because I'll be. You have to send me a fedora.
it.
I'm gonna want a fedora just like you. So they say that they're gonna go to the moon, but the worst of it, like you say, like all those structures that are up there, or a whole bunch of objects and the lights that we're seeing, are they actually going to land there? Here's a hard question. You like being neutral? Let's see if you can touch on this one. Do you think they ever went to the moon? And you don't have to answer. You can I respect everyone that believes they went. We're neutral here in the community, but in theory, some people believe that it's possible they went, but they didn't show the public because Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, did admit that it was an illustration they saw.
I wanted to believe. I wanted to believe up until like last year. I wanted to believe, and it's something in me that still makes me want to believe.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
Because I was a 3-year-old child watching, along with my stepdad.
At it, Super Dave, people
I was
your
watching
age.
it live on television. I don't know if anyone else here was, and you're too young, Bruce.
Yeah, but a lot of people in my community were upset. They said I was there. I saw everybody crying and screaming, but yes, they created a hype for everyone. They had to, and everyone was excited, including the astronauts going up
Yeah,
there.
the world was excited. They showed people around the world that celebrated this thing.
Exactly. But when they came back, you must remember a bit of their little meeting when they came back. It looks like somebody threatened them to death. They were just sitting there, white faces, long, mopey faces, fidgeting with their fingers, looking up and down at the reporters. Buzz Aldrin had his bottom lip up to his nose. He looked like he was mad. They looked mad, like something had happened, or that they weren't allowed talking about certain things, and that they were realizing that like things were like getting heated, like really, really serious. Lisa Eckerly's here. Everybody just needs to stop everything. Nothing, absolutely nothing will collapse the system. That's good, Lisa. We'll take your positivity. We do need some positive people.
We need the positivity. These banks in America, they are collapsing.
Yes, it's pretty bad. You see the banks, and everything, what's going on.
Yeah, people believe. Here we go with conspiracies. I have plenty. I have plenty of them, Bruce.
Oh, I hear you. And listen, probably a lot of them are good too. They say that conspiracy theorists are the worst people online, but they're the ones that predicted the future, because the last 10 years of conspiracy theorists, they were right about everything they said, basically.
That's right. It's not a conspiracy when it comes true.
That's right. That's right. And recent information that we found out about, I'll be careful touching on this subject with just a little mention, is that,
as you noticed, I didn't open any subjects or anything. I just throwed out conspiracy theories.
Yes, exactly. But all while you're still knowing exactly what's going on. You're just not mentioning the names, but you know very well exactly what's going on. Even you at one point, what was it? You posted you're posting some really good videos, especially the past few months, to the point where guys go and encourage them. They were taking them down. What is it? A week, 2 weeks at a time, Did you get to the 2 weeks time yet? I did. 2 weeks.
Yeah, I did. I sure did. I took my
Oh,
own video down after they noticed me about it, and so I figured, it'd help me in the future, also with them. Everything's clean.
yeah, and it's unfair. I think YouTube at one point are going to change the guidelines for one thing. It's that when you get warned for something, there's no warning. They take it down. Boom, you're down. You're down for 2 weeks, and then they send you the guideline page. It's like a punishment to sit down and they give you those words to tell you how to be friends and how to respect the guidelines and stuff. It's a real joke. I'm telling you sometimes. CE5 Circle Simon says no aliens, just interdimensionals. No evidence for aliens. Much love. It's my bedtime. Right, Simon. Thank you so much, man.
I,
Well, go
I
ahead,
mean,
man.
if I've signaled one way or the other, I mean, I do believe there's something up in the space, the edge of space, in the sky at night, whatever we can see moving around. These are some type of alien.
Absolutely. They can be anywhere. They can be on Earth. They can be off of Earth. You know?
And I see these other videos I explore on other, platforms like Twitter, and it's like, UFOs, above the earth, and not only in space, but, fast moving things. I mean, there's something going on, and I believe, there's some type of, whether if it be entities or aliens or something, or blue beam, what is it,
There's
Bruce,
lots.
there's some type of, something, whether if it be what we're thinking of, we might be thinking of little green men or something, but it could,
Exactly.
it could be totally something we're unaware of.
Exactly. And that's where it gets scary because, they present us something like that. I don't know if you can see it on my screen. Super David will have a hard time, but I have a little alien behind me in the corner there. And
Yeah,
that little alien there, it doesn't mean it's real itself. Hey, so they develop us an ideal of what an alien looks like. And then we have the impression that, well, maybe that's what we're going to see. So when they look at the surface of the moon, it doesn't mean they're going to build structures either the same way that we build it here. Two different beings, or they could be mixed with humans and aliens up there. We'll probably never know until it actually happens. Divine Sorcerer in the house. Thanks, guys. Darla. Thanks, everyone. You guys are going to get to meet my friend, SuperDave44. He had me on a long time ago. It's long overdue. And I was anxious to have you on, man, because I knew, like the last time, we just had a straight up great conversation about space. There's so much to talk about.
I asked you a lot of questions. I had actually 10 questions.
Yeah.
I remember one I asked you, if the moon was shrinking. You remember that question?
Yes. And those are things that interest me because whether it's shrinking, whether, it's going also further away from us, but the moon is very mysterious. And now that they just found out that there's a core inside of it, now I'm going to start wondering if there's a magnetosphere. And bro, they just mentioned that they can, they did a simulated test of the sun on the regolith, or a simulation of regolith. And apparently the sun will be able to, they'll be able to create a breathable surface of the moon. So I'm always wondering if there's already oxygen there, because the geocorona around Earth is where it tells us how far the oxygen extends of Earth, and it goes past the moon, man. The oxygen around Earth goes many thousands of kilometers past the moon. So it's like it's sitting in the oxygen zone. It's just, how could it not be green? That's what I
Right.
say.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Let's see. Hey, look at all the people. How much are watching? No, only 70. You see, you're talking about live stream, man. Don't feel bad. I got 70 right now watching us. And it went down from like 400 then to 100 and then to 70 back a couple of weeks ago. It's like I don't get any more views, except for these same amazing good people that take the time to come back.
Yeah,
James,
you have a great family
extra
here,
cash.
Bruce. You have a great family,
I'm lucky, man.
You,
I'm lucky, honestly, because they come back, and often the the worst of it is they come here, and often I don't even get a chance to reply to them or say hello. And oh, actually, yeah, Jason Berezny, he does a little bit actually, maybe, yeah. He says Stevie Ray Vaughan, a little bit of Stevie Ray Vaughan resemblance, maybe.
Oh, Super Dave, for real. There's a black lady that lives somewhere in my community in real life. She says I look like Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, you do have parts of Patrick Swayze, the sexy parts.
That's funny.
So the sexy parts, man. Super Dave. Everybody, this is SuperDave44.
Thank you all. You know,
hey, we love having
if you ever read my about page, I'm like an activist, a humanitarian. You know, I do believe. I hate like an injustice. You know,
tell me a bit about it.
You know, things that really somebody has been done wrong and injustice. Even our children, you know, children are being hurt, and
it's horrible.
You know, just so much going on in the world. You know how they're trying to transform these boys into women, and that's an injustice. You know, and
it is.
And I don't mean to really offend anybody, but I mean what you do at home or wherever you do it is your business. But when you want it mainstream and you want to force it on everybody else, we all have a choice, you know, and these are the things I talk about even on my channel.
Right.
We have a choice whether society wants to push us one way or the other or not.
Absolutely.
You know, we have our own choices.
Absolutely. Lisa Eckerly, thank you so much for generous contribution. She says, wait till the fake alien invasion comes within the summertime, instilling fear to all. They talked about it. The cabal wants all our cash. Fear is what people respond to, death and fear. Yes, fear tactics. Thank you, Lisa Eckerly. I love you. Thank you. And
yeah,
it's true, you know?
That tickles the people's ear a lot. Even I've kind of learned not to fear porn on my channel, you know, not to scare people.
Right.
Become knowledgeable and learn together, you know?
It's a touchy situation. I agree. It's a touchy situation, though. To be able to wake people up, we have to give them little nudges, right? Like little sort of punches without hurting them or to offend them. And, you know, talking about religion online, talking about cultures, talking about the black and white situation. I mean, those are things I don't really touch, Super Dave. I don't blame you for remaining neutral on certain subjects because it just brings crap. Even if you actually try to say something to bring them together, sometimes it's not necessarily always appreciated, you know, when you think of it, but that's how it is.
I don't bring anybody together. People choose on their own whether if they want to be together or not, or believe the way you believe or whatever, you know?
Absolutely. Hey, Lisa Eckerly says, we went to the moon in the 40s. She's not alone to say that. I heard many people talk about in the 40s, and I would actually agree more in the 40s that they went, if ever they had gone on the moon, and possibly they were returning or trying to return with the Apollo 11 missions in 69. I think they stayed over the surface and hovered around. So, you know, there's Stanley Kubrick in that, whether he created some fake videos in the studio. I saw a lot of stuff. You know, Super Dave, you must have seen the videos of the astronauts with those wires holding them up. The guy falls down.
Yeah, I see where people bring that out, and it looks that way. I see that.
It looks like they're in a studio or something. You say, could it be? Right? Whether it blows my mind, you know. Christopher Rollins.
I didn't want to bring stuff like that up, which you did, you know. So
absolutely,
you know, and that's why everyone questions, you know, what are these people really doing? Are they? I mean, is there any you know bit of truth in any of it?
Absolutely.
You know?
We don't know. It's hard to guess too. It's like it's near impossible to guess. Christopher Rollins says, yeah, I believe they went. Maybe was told not to come back, but they went. And a lot of people also agree exactly with what Christopher Rollins said. I'm still neutral on it because I would not be able to prove different. But yeah, like Christopher Rollins says, he believes that they went, but maybe we're told off of the moon. I heard that story. I'm sure Super Dave heard that story too back in the days where they landed and they said, Mayday, they're on the edge of the crater. They're huge. They're looking at us. They're coming out of the craters. I mean, that's apparently a real thing that happened. So can't really throw that away. But again, they're throwing so many things in there. It's like, which is which, We have no idea. Hey, Mama Bear.
Nobody wants to bring doubt to your work, Bruce. Nobody wants to bring doubt to your work. What you do is very professional, and you have things still to discover.
Thanks, man.
I mean, what you do is good and great, and that's why what drawed me, I'm telling you, to your channel years ago, like 7 years ago.
Truthful people, man, they wind up together. You know that? Good people wind up together.
The more you expose, the more things you show that people before you, didn't show or can't show. It's just amazing, really, and how serious you take your work. And
I'm telling you,
blows my mind, man. Thank you. I appreciate your work, Bruce.
Man, I love you for it, and I love you for giving me that feedback and appreciating it, because I'll be honest with you, when I started my first few videos, man, and I did catch the first UFOs, I cried. I was emotional in the videos. I was overwhelmed.
That's right. I'm sure you was anxious to show your community.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed, so overwhelmed. So I tried to go and connect with the space people, and that was a mistake. Much I could compare it like you see a UFO landing. It was like me going to run towards the UFO craft and getting shot. That's basically what I was doing to the space community. And there's a lot of jealousy out in the space community. A lot of good people too, of course. But each person has their own theories. And it's a lot of people have a hard time accepting the theories of others. And I understand it because we believe certain things and firm things. And I respect that. That's a beautiful thing about a community. We can all have different opinions and ideas, but we can get along. In reality, we're all being lied to. We are all being lied to. So, we should get along and try and come up with possibilities. What Christopher said about them landing, but they were told to go off, I will never spit on that. I will never get rid of that possibility, because my work, if I could say, oh, it's aliens, it's definitely not humans, and it's not NASA, it's China. And if I start doing that, I'll lose interest in people. I give theories. It could be anything. Bruce, is the earth flat? I don't know. I never left it. I like commenting like that. I'll answer, well, it's not round and it's not flat. It's probably like a potato, which I actually believe that. Right?
Thank you, Jason Berens. How you say that name?
Yeah, Berezny. Absolutely. I was just going to say it. Looks good for his age. Yeah, I wish I'm aiming for the same thing, to try to be the same thing. He won't tell us his age.
It's just that when you bring something new, you pull in things that people, they wish they was first to show it, and Bruce C's always showing these things.
Absolutely, man.
And people realize and become aware of something different is, coming out of what you're showing. So right. That's all it is a reaction to what you're, something new that you're showing people.
That's very thoughtful of you, though, man, for appreciating it. Because me, I do it through love, and my family very religious. My grandmother always went to church, and on the other side, my father's side religious, my mother's side too, the rest of them. But me and my mom, she taught me and gave me the chance to choose what I wanted. She says, that's the religion you're born in. That's what God is in this book. You can read it. There's a lot of different cultures, a lot of religions, a lot of ideas. And that was awesome. I was never forced to go to church, but I went with my grandmother. But that's what bothered me, because my grandmother was very generous to the church monetarily, and she wasn't rich, but she liked helping the church because it was for God. And me, I'm all for God, but I'm sure you can even agree, but you can remain neutral too. I just wish and hope that all the information one day would come out about our God and the Bible, so that everyone will be able to see the real beautiful part of the story. I feel sometimes they could be omitting things, and again, that's just a theory, but God's in my heart is what I was told, and that's where I found him. I don't have to go to churches and stuff, but I have the utmost respect for the people that do. You showed a bloody nice, my gosh, was it a church? Was it Christmas? Am I hallucinating?
Did you know Secure Team 10 a few years ago showed a video of mine inside their video?
That is awesome, man.
Did you know that?
No, but you deserve it. Definitely deserve it.
Yeah, it looks like a UFO,
Right, man. Well, that's why I saw you have videos sometimes when you see something, you'll write Secure Team 10 share or something so that he can either pick it up. That's perfect. He'll pick it up. And that way you get to participate in sharing out, sharing out what you're finding, man. Jason Berezny, thank you so much.
Yeah, Mavi777 showed a different video of mine, and I don't know if you know about them channels. Jeff P, he showed a video of mine.
Right.
The community, when you have something of interest, people will show it around.
Absolutely. Jason Berezny, thanks for a generous contribution. We carry on. Positivity, peace, and love to all. Thank you very much. You guys rock.
It blew my mind. Secure Team 10 sent me a message, really, and asked could they show my video.
That's fun, eh? We had a little spat. Not much. He's never.
I remember that. I remember Bruce.
Yeah, all right.
He told you he was going to do something. He didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it basically turned out to be.
That what he said?
I don't know exactly what he was telling you he was going to do for you, but an interview or something to do with a video. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it didn't.
He told you he would do something. He didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't go through a couple times, but like I said, busy as some of the channels are, a little competition sometimes, little competition. It's nice to know that I'm there, that they recognize me. I had a chance to interact. Speaking of big channels, Third Phase of Moon, I had a chance to be presented on Project Camelot. I met John Lear. I did 3 radio interviews.
Really?
I'm lucky. Yeah, on 96.9 FM in Lévis in Quebec, CJMD radio.
Yeah, I knew you was on the radio, but I'm talking about Third Phase of Moon.
Yeah, well, I didn't go on. He came by my stream, so we do a collab, but it never went through. We lost ties. These guys are busy as hell with everything that they're posting. So whatever.
Yeah, the cousins.
Yeah.
They're good boys, but I don't think they work hard enough for their channel,
Right. They could do more. I mean,
I'm not asking for your opinion. I'm a little old Super Dave over here, and but that's the way I feel.
The floor is yours, brother.
They don't work hard enough for their channel. What I'm saying is other people's work. They should present their own work, like you do.
Exactly, man. And let people have their own opinion on what they want to do. Like if they don't want to agree with me, they don't have to. I have people here that if they disagree, they're more than welcome to disagree with the theories. It's an interesting find. No matter what it is that I found, it still remains something very, very interesting.
That's right, Bruce. You get your own work, and and some of these people, they're not doing their own work like you do. No, that's why you're gonna have a couple million subscribers, man. In no time, you keep doing what you're doing, Bruce, with your telescope. I'm gonna get me a cheap version of a telescope. Not too long from now, but
let me know
what you do. You keep doing it and do it even better the next time. You do it better every next time, Bruce.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest with you?
I'm serious. If you do the next time, every time, I'm not trying to tell you how to run your channel or your videos, But I promise you, if you do the next one better than the last one every time, you're going to be the man in no time.
You know what? I should end the stream right now because that was perfect. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. Super Dave, listen, nobody has ever, okay? Wow, I got to be careful now because there's lots of people in my community that are supporting me here. But actually giving me feedback where you see that, like, people don't realize that what I'm showing on the moon, nobody's seen that. And I know how to do it. For real, and that's the thing that
That's the thing.
I'm trying to be humble. So I'm showing amazing work, but I'm being humble. I'm not saying check it out, y'all. You guys don't know what to do. You can't get this. I'm not here to compete. I'm here to be part of the space family. I want everyone to expose what they're doing. We got to do it together. Got to come together to be able to do that.
Yes, sir. And you have a great community, Bruce. Thank you for having me on, and I really appreciate everyone that. There's even some of my subscribers in your chat, and that's wonderful. About
it is
these communities, and people are great support. And I just really thank them.
Absolutely, man. Listen, you're more than welcome. I hope you'll be able to come on more often, maybe once in a while. Shoot the breeze like
and I
just
want you on my channel. And maybe like in a couple weeks or something.
I'll tell you what, you give me a date. You don't have to wait for a confirmation. You send me the email. I say yes, choose a time, and I'm there, man. More than I'd be more than happy to go on. If you want me to make a video, a short, brief video, when I go with Jean-Claude, I make a brief video of my footage. We can talk about the footage, or we can talk about you. We can talk about anything. It takes 2 seconds. I send you the link. We put it up on screen. Boom.
If you're on my channel, I got some questions that I'll be asking you.
That I like that. And my community, of course, would be honestly more than obliged to head over and check that out for sure. Also, we're approaching. It's almost 9 o'clock. Couple more minutes with Super Dave. You good for a couple more minutes, man?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's the fastest weather balloon I've ever seen, says Mick. That's another thing.
I was going to get to that.
Go for it. Go for it.
With that telescope you have, can you not pick up the way these balloons, like the China balloon,
Right.
Over the ones over Canada and what is it, the Huron Lake at the Lake Superior?
Yep.
Can you pick things like that up?
I'll be honest with you. I'm over the St. Lawrence. You got the Great Lakes, of course. I don't think so. And weather balloons, I know for a fact, they really travel at excessively high altitudes, right? That's up. It goes up so close and at 30, 40, 50, 60, and they're small. You get this little balloon. You would see it very small, but those are low. They're slow. And don't forget, they look controlled, right? They were actually changing directions and stopping. A balloon will never stop in midair, even on a day that's not windy. That's ridiculous. So what are they? Do you think it's China that's really trying to track the nuclear plants and military bases and to, mapping everything? Because they already have satellites, right? They're already over the States.
It's untelling what all these balloons, because I've heard that somebody was saying that they've increased, and actually there's balloons over Canada and America every day. And that's why I was asking, can your telescope pick that up?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The telescope would pick it up. But here's the thing. It would, I assume, being in the day, but that's interesting what you say. So that means, Super Dave, at night, if I see something going by, it looks like debris or something or a UFO. It could be that at night I picked up a balloon and it's refracting from the moonlight or whatever. These are white balloons, right? And inside, what's inside? They have technology inside. And the one that crashed off the coast in the US, in your country, it crashed in the water. I don't know if they retrieved it. I think they did, but that one balloon that they went and retrieved, but I didn't hear anything about what they had. Apparently there was some monitoring weather. So that's what China said, monitoring weather. So yeah, I don't think so. It's not looking too good now.
You have to remember what they're telling us is not what's going on.
Oh, absolutely. That's a fact. Jason Beresny says aliens may be the original AI for information gathering. Now, see, that's what I like hearing. There's so many possibilities, right? The core inside the moon is probably a massive underground alien city. With Jean Claude this afternoon, he was saying if there's a core inside, it could be a spaceship inside, and that the outside is what's hiding. That's incredible. Imagine the moon being a bloody spaceship. The inside, they're controlling it, and they leave through the exits, and they can even have humans living on it so that they can do their experimentation from inside and look through the outside. That's creepy. You heard of the magnifying glass?
Yeah, I've even thought, there could be humans living on the moon. Um, Mining the moon. The Chinese people believe the Chinese are mining the moon. Whatever
Yeah.
is up,
And
whatever.
they possibly could be.
And people living up there. People, in case the end of the time came to the earth or something, people would be living there. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I do openly, mindedly think about these things.
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm just a good old Southern boy in South Carolina in the United States, everyone.
How are the tornadoes in your end?
I'm a redneck. Yeah, we don't get a lot of tornadoes here.
Hey, I got my redneck flag, but I'm not allowed flying it. I always get in trouble. Because for me, it doesn't mean what people think it means. For me,
I don't have a flag like that. I never have. If you're talking about the Confederate flag,
yeah,
I've never owned one. I don't. I mean, I understand people's views about history. I understand.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah,
I understand. It is history. It is from the Civil War and all that. But I've never. I mean, I don't live in that time. I've never had one of them flags.
Right. I got a gift from a Southern person, down south. So, that's the thing, eh? There's so many different meetings. And Jeff Benoit. Super Dave, do you know Jeff Benoit live? No, he was on a couple of weeks ago with me. We had a lot of fun. How's it going, Jeff? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
You need to learn how to do that.
Yeah, exactly. SuperDave44. I do it. I have to admit, I stole that from you, and I do it maybe once a month. And I go. I know Darlin, a couple of people know that I do it because welcoming and thanking everyone. And listen, I have a hard time these days getting out to see everyone's channel. I did it a lot more in the days. I'm long overdue to go and see you, but I promise I will. And listen, it's just we're having a fun time. We're just having a fun time tonight, talking about a whole bunch of things. Michael says the Japanese probe didn't crash; it was taken out. There's another one. You did hear about the spacecraft supposed landing on the moon, right? I believe it was taken out too, Michael. The iSpace were supposed to land a craft. I don't know if you watched the landing. I think they were like 3 seconds from the surface, and pop, everything goes off screen, and we couldn't see anything. I was like, "What the hell?" A bit odd.
Which I know you have some different things and new things to show the community, Bruce, because you the moon man, and you're going to show us. You need to show the world, what you got and what you can explore, and the thing. Really, like you say, you have your own technique. I mean, and I know other people try to steal your videos and show them elsewhere.
You remember,
and take credit. I know about things like that, but your work, I mean, it's authentic, it's real, and that's the way, we like you and love you and appreciate you and your work.
Yeah, I was supposed to shout this guy out, and he was coming here and valorizing me. I mean, I love you, man, for it. I really have a lot of appreciation for you. I hope you know that. As a person, as a channel, I've seen your videos, even though I don't have time to stop by. Sometimes I see that you're always sending out love. You're finding out when people are sick. You're sending them messages. You're a hell of a good guy, man. Do you believe in light workers? Do you believe that we're here to do a job? Heaven sent, maybe, without being angels or have invisible wings? It's something to humans. Some humans feel like they're on it. Have you ever felt that you're here to help others without shaving your head and sitting down and you know, I mean,
Yeah, we definitely have a purpose in life. We I'm not a perfect person, Bruce. By all means, I am not. I have my faults just like you and everyone else. But I do believe that we do have a real purpose in this life. And, trying to find that purpose sometimes may be difficult. I know that because I go through them times too, and
yeah,
but really deep down, I mean, it's about love.
absolutely, it is. It is. Jason Berezny, thank you, Darla. It's jammed here. I can see it on top, but I guess I can't see it on the bottom. Love the guest, Bruce. Dave rocks. Darla does watch you, by the way. Thank you so much, Darla. I appreciate that.
Even on my channel, people here may not know. I talk about, things like melatonin, or even this. I found where this man had supposedly cured himself of cancer using dog dewormer. I'm serious.
Right.
I mean, my channel is an open format. I like to talk and explore and learn.
Ivermectin, King of the Wild. Oh, let's see if that one slips by.
Thank you for having me on, Bruce. It's been 1 hour and I got to go.
Man, perfect timing. I'm going to head over into the stream and continue on. Don't forget, you're more than welcome to come back. Your link is in the description. Expect to see some of these beautiful people stopping by to say hi in your next stream, man.
Thank you.
You take care of yourself, buddy. Take care.
Thank you very much.
No problem. You'll just be able to just exit out and you should be able to leave. If not, I might keep you here with my energy.
Alias and Darla, His Highness, good to see y'all. Thank you for coming. Stats and Court Bug. You don't know Court Bug is
I don't.
Court Bug is my daughter-in-law.
I thank you very much, Court Bug. God is amazing. It definitely is. Thank you. Welcome here, guys.
Can I ask you one other question? Do you know Planet X Hunter?
Yes.
He says he's blocked on your channel.
He's blocked on my channel?
He says he is. That he's not able to chat in the live chat.
If you interact with Planet, he's called Planet X Hunter.
Yes, he changed his name.
I'll write it down. I'll look him up.
It would probably be in your back page there as Planet X Hunter.
Right. Doesn't he have red icon him? Isn't it a red icon?
He said he followed you since you've had 200 subscribers. Now, I remember following you since you had about 12,000.
Right. Well, listen, tell him I'll go to his channel. Tell him it's often, sadly, happening that people are blocked. I'm not going to hide. I block all the trolls, but he's not a troll. I don't remember anything happening with him. Tell him I'm going to go to his channel, and if it says blocked, I will unblock it. And I'm going to write his name down now.
But thank you. He's a good person of the community. He's got his own channel, Planet X Hunter. He's got 20,000 subscribers.
Right on.
He's a good guy, and he's just working hard on his channel to grow it too. Like everybody else.
Absolutely, man. We're all.
I could do more videos. I could do more live streams. I could do more research, but I have to work and if something new comes to me, I'll show it on my channel.
I hear you. Yeah.
Getting deep in a lot of stuff. But like I say, I go all over. I looked at portals and things, we had a live stream about portals. Do you believe in portals, Bruce?
Yeah. You're going to be surprised, but if you get a chance, literally, I got 3 UFOs coming out of what looks like a portal in the sky in my last video. Not the music one, the one before the last one. I do believe in them. I believe they're invisible. I believe we can see the light that's around them, and we can see the differences in the matrix, space and time, pushing it aside. Everything that's going to fit in the physical world will have to take its place, and you're going to see the movement. You're going to see a distortion or something. Some people pick up on that. Maybe some people have different eyes that they can actually see some of that. I don't know. Spiritual encounters. I've had a few. I've had some amazing things like miracles happen. I'm pretty sure everyone does during their lifetime. I'm pretty sure. and they never forget. I thought you were going to talk about an important moment. I said, I'm sure he's thinking of a miracle moment or something that happened. I don't know how many times God saved me without me realizing it.
Oh
I tell
yeah,
you,
I've had many times in my life that I could have been not even here today.
absolutely. It's all about appreciating life, eh? It's about appreciating the time we have here. And
I've been given like 4 different second chances. I,
I,
I'm probably like a cat with 9
that's
lives.
what I was going to say. You was great. You're worse than me. I'm up to about 3. Even a car accident at one point. It's things that happen that defy reality. It's sort of like a little freebie from God. He says, "I'm going to let you go, you little shit, this time, but realize why you're here." It's like I don't know why, but I've always felt if there is a God, and I believe there is, He wants us to learn to love each other. It's how could it not be that? How could it not be that when that's the problem in the world today? The love. There isn't any. Even in families now are getting separated. People are not as the kids now are not into the parents. Screw you, screw this, and it's like there's no respect. And it's not just with the parents, it's with everyone. As much as the parents don't have respect for kids, kids don't have respect for teachers, teachers don't respect kids, doctors don't respect clients. Not all of them, of course. We never put anyone in the same boat. Always a bad apple in a bushel. you know
Take care, my brother.
you too, man. See you later. You can just exit out. Yes, right on, man. That was fun. Really, really fun. And I thank you, Super Dave, for coming on. I love you, man. This was more of a well-needed reunion, I think. Just needed to hear some love from Super Dave. I love the guy. I would believe that diamond shape. You're right on the money for that. Actually, I believe that that's 100% for sure. 100%. Because there's protruding areas, there's intruding areas where they enter, like go inside the ground, and then it's just this giant mountainous region, and it goes back down. I'll tell you, like a potato or diamond potato. Hello, Khalid. Welcome. I like that. I like that. See, that is how you bring people closer together. I catch really quickly when I see somebody saying that. Jehovah is God also, right? I like including everything together. The ones that will say no, that they're not, well, I think that they're the ones excluding themselves. Because in reality, I've always been able to talk about um, you know, the attacks here on our country when there were religious attacks and stuff. But have I ever put people in the same boat? No. But we have to learn to not be so wimpy, guys, to talk online about what we think. But we have to do it in a smart way that's not offensive to other cultures, but that we speak out. When the government has a hold on us, we're not talking about doing war or anything. We're talking about our own rights. Because now they're sort of taking away our rights to protest and everything. Yeah, I knew that one. I saw when he said it, I was like, oh, okay. He looks good for his age. I tell you what, he does look good, Super Dave. Super Dave's like loves welcoming everyone. He knows what's going on in the world, and he knows that he can't really talk about it online. But he shows a lot of very controversial videos, by the way. Some stuff that's daring to put up. You get some good videos. It talks about a whole bunch of things. Music, talks about family. In the winter, he goes out. You got to check out his winter videos. Make you cry if you like Christmas. Beautiful things that he gets. Super Dave, I appreciate you coming on, man. And listen, Bug also, thanks so much for coming by the channel. And to everyone that's in his community that stopped by here. God is God, no matter the name. See, that's well said, and it's true. Raised a strong Catholic, but I questioned everything because you're a smart lady. I don't have to go to church to believe in God. That's another thing. I agree with that 100%. I'm the same as you. I do my researching, I do my studying. I can believe in God without having to know where he is, having to know what he looks like, all while having respect for those that do go to church. I've got nothing against it. as long as they're not indoctrinated. I like it when people go to church because they're there to pray and leave, not to, create turmoil for some people that are so afraid. Darla, Kimberly LaBelle, thank you guys. Well said. Yep. I'm not gonna hide it. he played me. It's not just that he didn't present my work. Secure team made me send him all my personal work, like lots of shit, and then didn't pass it. And he also told people that I was filming the screen. So unfortunately, it actually damaged the channel. What happened? I'm a straight up truth. It damaged the channel to the point where for years people were coming back saying, "Do you know Secure Team?" Of course, I know Secure Team. Shaner 587. What we talking about? The lunar wave. Lots of people talking about that, but this channel showed me first. Hey, I thank you very much for that, brother. Thanks, man. I hear you. I hear you. Like I say, lots of people that come here always talk about the channels. And he said Mavi777 also talking about Mavi777. Me, Mavi77 is a bot. The Mavi77 that came here asked me to have my footage presented on Secure Team, but it didn't go through 3 times. So that week it was like 6-7 times that they reached me to try to get some footage. I told them I'd go on with them and everything and show them how I'm doing and everything. Yep. Yeah, for sure. But I understand that clickbaity part. Me, it gets me mad that, like, walking down a road and looking at a light. What's that? What's that? Oh, it's the post. That's a bit maddening. But you got to admit it, guys. I'm seeing UFOs, right? If I didn't, and when I don't see UFOs, I don't make them up. It could be I'll never see another one again, right? And we're going to start faking it to be able to, get people to come see the channel. I have a connection with the other side and lights in the sky. I was talking with JC this afternoon exactly about that, saying that possibly, actually, I was talking about it a couple streams back. You guys remember, we're saying that the lights in the sky, it's us interacting with them, right? That's why they're coming down here. Skinwalker Ranch too was talking about that with JC this afternoon. Very interesting. Khalid says, God says, you have not been given knowledge except a little. That's interesting. The Bible's a riddle. Bible or all scriptures, Quran, anyone. There's lots of riddles in it. Ron R., thanks for coming in. Amen to that, brother. Hey, thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for appreciating it, man. Honestly. I've heard people making several accounts to boost when I can't. Well, yeah, for sure. I also heard you can buy subscribers on some platform. That's an interesting one. Suspicious Skies 3045. You could buy subscribers. I'm not sure about the comments, but I think you could even, it can go even that far, but you could buy subscribers and views, and not expensive. It's all over YouTube. It's like, I don't know, I guess a couple of hundreds of dollars, and you got yourself like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers. Easy. Under 1,000 to get 100,000 subscribers. But the problem is somebody that does that is not going to be able to get a plaque, and YouTube is going to, once they all come in, they're going to be taking blocks off of your channel, 10,000, because YouTube's algorithm detects bots on channels. So I have a tendency of thinking some of them are bots. It's not actually real people. And it's very odd, because have you ever been subscribed to a channel and you say, I wasn't subscribed to that channel? How do you think they go get the people and subscribe them. If you get caught, they close your channel too. So people will not have a plaque like I will have when I get to 100,000 if you bought any subscribers. A lot of the trolls said I bought subscribers. Honestly, I'd have more than 97,000 subscribers if I was buying subscribers. Who has $1,000 or $2,000 to get subs there? It's pretty crazy there. I'll buy a telescope before that. Kimberly LaBelle, thanks again. I hope you guys appreciated SuperDave44. Give him some love. No obligation to subscribe to anybody. I don't want to force anyone to go over to any channel they don't want to, but do take the time to go and listen to him. He's a good guy. Were you surprised that we talked about Secure Team? And he's a good guy. Super Dave is neutral. He's got no bad in him at all. He was happy, though, for one thing, is that his video was shown on the channel. But what he doesn't know is that I'm going to go look on the channel. I'm going to go find one of his UFO videos, and I'm going to present it here, right on screen. That's Super Dave. Head over to his channel. If he has good UFO videos, I'll be more than happy to present him right here, his video. But I often don't, because I like people going over to the channel so that he gets the credit for the view. So maybe I'll put a slip one of his captures or something like that. Maybe the one on Secure Team, so that you guys can head over and encourage him. And Cord Bug, again, thank you so much for coming by. I can see things on the moon that my camera doesn't show very well in my videos. Would be more and better. It's exactly it. And what you're seeing are the lights that I'm seeing. And that's the lights are present. Sometimes we can get a good view. Do plenty of tests, Christopher, bringing the exposure down so that you can see, really see properly. I did a lot of interviewing and streaming today. The voice is almost gone, but we had fun. Julie Stats is here. Thank you so much. Hey, thanks, guys. That's well said. Send some love, guys, please. Mail is there. And thank you very much, Julie Stats. Yeah, that's true. He's there. For sure. Yes, exactly. Listen, I was thinking of it. I'll clean it up and send it to him. I have room to scratch beside my nose now. See those puffy cheeks going in there, boy. Super Dave's gone. I'm going to be an ass now. I do absolutely believe China is behind those balloons. China's behind those and the one over Hawaii now. Yes. And if you saw recently, not that recently, actually a couple of weeks ago, if not a month or two ago, there's over Hawaii, there's a satellite that went by from China that was beaming down lasers, and the lasers were seen. I showed one here recently that lasers were seen being shot across the sky, captured by some satellite. So don't forget, they have tactical satellites. They have technology. Some are, anti-missile and a whole bunch of things, defense mechanisms, whatever's in the satellites. I mentioned in the first stream that the satellite's Black Sky company wants to get permission to lower the satellites to 340 kilometers from 380. Space station 440, 436. So to give you an idea of how low some of those bloody satellites are flying in low Earth orbit. It's not good, guys. They're sending a lot of them up there, and they're just collisions. All the debris, they're not cleaning the debris, and they're setting up a whole lot of satellites, and they're moving the satellites instead of picking up the debris. The first thing they should have done was to pick up that debris field that's around Earth. But they're irresponsible. The ones in charge of this Earth are irresponsible. They're egocentric. They do everything for themselves. It's too bad. There you go. And that's a fact, Khalid. Yep. As a matter of fact, they're being dismantled. that's something we can't really talk about, but that's what's happening. I have seen a documentary where they have been using clear balloons. Whoa. Whoa. Now you see that would make a lot more sense than using the white balloons. But honestly, I was living in St. Timothy, and in the backyard of my house, literally, a weather balloon came down with a black box, white or gray. I could be wrong about the color. I was very young. Bunch of strings on it that was holding it, and a white, thick, rubbery balloon that was not busted, but that came down as it was being deflated on a summer day, beautiful summer day, right? But now that I think of that, I'm actually getting chills. Actually, I'm just realizing something. I'd have to ask my parents. Well, I'd have a hard time because my dad's dead. I have to ask my mother about it. If when that happened, there was a tornado that hit our, just went right by our house in the road and blew open the door and everything. That could have been close to when I saw the weather balloon. I'm just realizing that there was a hell of a tornado in St. Timothy. Look it up. It was only one, and it destroyed 3 houses in St. Timothy, Quebec, St. Timothy, or St. Timothy, Quebec. Rod R, thanks again for coming in, man. Sending love and light. Got to bring my doggy out. Yes. Have a wonderful evening. All of you too. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yano, just checking the weather over your military base. I'm sure y'all understand. Yeah, exactly. That's interesting. Life raft, isn't it? They're inside. Imagine there was a major explosion on Earth, and there was a spaceship that came by the moon, and everyone went in there. All the humans went in there on the inside and started living there. And then they were told, all the humans, when they went over to the moon, that Earth was completely destroyed with chemicals or whatnot. Who knows? Floods, and that they're not coming back. But in reality, they just started us down here again, and they keep doing that, changing people. Then maybe there's a cataclysmic event on Mars and on the moon, and they send them to Mars. There's so many scenarios and or stories that could be occurring when you think of it in reality. DB Property Maintenance, thank you so much. New member, thank you very much. How thoughtful. 9:22. Here's a time. Yep. I don't know if something's free. I want one. No, exactly, Mama Bear. Yeah, same. Aliens are mining on the moon. It's going to be illegal soon. Yeah. Yes. Darla, there it is. I can finally see it now. Thank you very much. It was fun, Darla. We had Super Dave on. You are you are right about that, Rodar. Too many don't look into the history. That's very true, honestly. There's Super Dave's channel right here. If not, you guys get in the description also. Yeah, Khalid. We talk a lot about that here too. That is something very interesting. The if you know about the hologram or holographic image possibility, I don't believe that the whole moon, Khalid, could be a hologram or holographic image, but could they not hide the surface in some areas? Khalid, um, uh, straight up, whether you're religious or not, do you believe the possibility that other beings could be on the moon, or that humans could have breaking away from the moon? And let us know, people in your culture, do they talk about the moon? Do you guys talk about the moon? Do you talk about the astronauts, that landed? I know you talk about it. I know you guys aren't dumb. What I mean is, do you guys think there's a possibility that there was some manipulation and that maybe they didn't go? Because there are what looks like structures up there, and it's baffling my mind. I'm telling you. It really is suspicious. History is scripted. It's not what we have been taught. I agree with that 100%. Jason Berezny and everyone, thanks again for the generous contributions to you guys. We were talking with Super Dave before. He is a good man, lover of the Lord. He's a pretty good guy, I'm telling you. My pleasure. Thank you, Darla. Hope you're feeling good, Darla. Sending you love and energy, my dear. First time I saw the moon evidence, says His Highness, I believed. Then it found Bruce's Hall, the originator. Lol. Bruce, the originator. Oh, I love it. When I get thin, I got to get myself a leather jacket, dark glasses, and I implant myself a red eye to look like Terminator. Not today, there. Back in the days, what he used to look like. That was awesome, Darla. And I hope he looks through I'm sure he will look through some of the feed too at the same time. Yes, party time. Excellent. Woo. Wayne's World. Legendary. Thank you for being on Bruce's show, Dave. Right on, guys. Same to you, Michael. Thanks, eh? Been really nice seeing you on with Bruce. Take care, Dave. I'm sorry I didn't read those before. Hopefully he will see them. Hey, Nano McNato, thanks for being here, man. There I go again. Don't want to insult anyone. I have a tendency of always saying man, no matter who I talk to, whether it be a man or a woman. Awesome, Christy. Yes, I hope you did get a chance to know Super Dave or check him out. Hope so. Thank you, Christy. Appreciate it. Hey, Khalid, thanks a lot for stopping in, man. I appreciate that, brother. Sending love out your way, man. I remember anyways, for sure. Oh, I thought it said, hi, Christ. He could be here too. Hello, Lord. Lord. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. No, I'm not going to sing that. I'm going to get a copyright strike. Oh, boy. You know that margarita is going to be completely melted with a couple of ice cubes floating, and you're going to be polite and say, it's cold. I hope you get to the cold margarita. If not, make Casey make another one. Mr. Gate Smasher, thanks for being here, brother. After we're told about the moon, do you think we will have shuttles to the moon? I love that question. With billboards along the way. Well, actually, you laugh, eh? Oh my God, this is almost scary. You know the Jetsons, right? The floating signs back in the day. But seriously, they want to have floating platforms to drop off cargo between Earth and the moon. Will they put up signs for the tourists? You know what, Gate Smasher? I swear to you that we might even see that in our days. That is something for sure that they're going to do. They're going to have floating platforms. They talked about this literally, but I do believe that there is going to be a travel to the moon for tourists, and they're going to be landing always in the same area. I believe they're going to take an area of the moon where they're going to make a whole bunch of maybe alien structures or something, or try to make it look really alien, or maybe they're just going to show the real surface. But I think they're going to choose an area of the moon where there's nobody there, right? It'd be really funny of them. I could just see the tourists go to the moon for the first time, but something happens that they have to land because they're losing fuel. So they have to land on the moon. And as they're going down to land on the moon, you got these rich elites. They're looking outside. Hey, what the? Looking outside, seeing all the lights, the ships, the craft, all the shit that's on the moon. That would make a good movie. A guy going there, that'd be a good movie. They probably already did it. A bunch of tourists going to the moon, but they have to land. And it turns out they land right in the middle of a big ass stadium with a bunch of aliens going, women with 3 boobies and stuff. That'd be cool. Merci à house, huh? Yes, Christy, enjoy your drink. Everyone wishing you enjoy a drink. Thanks for coming by, brother. That's well said. I agree with that. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time is going by so fast. I hope all the cultures of the world, everyone listening here right now, no matter what your color, no matter what your culture, religion, or belief, I hope that your whole entire culture and a whole belief system of everything you believe will come true, and that everyone gets to coexist and accept our differences. We'll put up borders and stuff. Like we'll put up borders just for limitations. Like you can come into our country, but respect the rules, right? Everyone should do that. Interdimensional. Lots of them are talking about that. Oumuamua is also, I'm sure Khalid, you know about Oumuamua, the alien asteroid, an object that's elongated that has nothing to do with any shape of any asteroid ever seen. Most asteroids have the shape of potatoes. There's actually a theory in space with scientists where the potato theory, most asteroids are potato shaped. Oumuamua was elongated, and they think possibly it could be in a spacecraft, even an alien spacecraft. When you think of it, that could be that could be amazing. I went a month, guys, almost a month. I'm not an alcoholic, but I went a month not having any little brandy in my coffee or anything on the weekends, and being careful with my weight and health to be more presentable to my community. Getting to the point, I looked like that guy in Star Wars. You know, he's just a piece of skin. What do they call him? I don't remember what he was called because I don't watch movies, basically. It's coming. The Stargate is coming. It was a hell of a week. So now it's true. The weekend is coming. Now, this time, brother, this time for real, David Donlan, if you want to come on and have a chat or something like that, I'm thinking more maybe Sunday afternoon. I got a little thing with my son in the evening. We can do that Sunday, or maybe if you prefer Saturday, whichever. We'll talk. We'll see. It takes 2 seconds for us to come on and have a chat for half an hour, man. And maybe hopefully be able to do that more often with more people. Maybe our lives have already been played out. I think of that one too. And we're here to correct mistakes we made. I'm really a big believer, fond believer of that one, actually. I do believe that we're all light workers. Just some of us are not awake. And if we're not awake, we'll just roam here all of our lives and do whatever damage and probably just worsen our chance at getting to another dimension or level. I actually believe that. I believe the levels are all one over the other. Simple stack column. You have to get up there. I have to get up to other dimensions and levels. I believe that the physical realm, it's so that we can experience both emotional and physical pain, to understand that we must not destroy our soul, us as a soul. In reality, you see yourself as a human being with eyes and hair and stuff like that. But in reality, your inner self is your true self is a soul, what I believe. And you're in a purse or shell or cocoon or womb. Here, the soul's inside the body. So when the body gets damaged, if you damage your body, think of it. If you damage your body and start intoxicating it and taking, excessive drugs, and I'm talking about hard stuff, hard drugs and, doing bad stuff to your body, soul's going to leave. It's called death. There's a lot of secrecy also around death. Apparently, you think, someone's dying, and then you go, oh my God, they must suffer and stuff. Be at ease. Those of you family members, sometimes that lost other family members, and you say, oh, they must have suffered and stuff. The body shuts down quickly, and the body knows when you're going to pass away. The body is not going to let you be in pain for hours. It shuts you down. And then you cross over. then you go to the next level. That's what I believe. And I believe in the other level, there's nowhere to go. You're just energy. So whatever you're doing with the energy, you're, interacting with the energy of the universe. And I think it's a beautiful thing that in reality, look at it the way you want. You can be a falling star. You could be another planet, maybe, I'd be a big ass planet. I'd be like the sun. Thanks a lot, Suspicious. It was a little different, and we had a lot of fun talking to Super Dave. He knows a lot of stuff too. He holds back on talking about a whole bunch of stuff because we can't talk about a lot of stuff online, but he's a good guy. He's always valorizing my work like that. He always has. When I went on with him the first time, Super Dave, he asked me questions. He was really professional, did a really professional job. Everybody loves him. That's another thing. Some people have a face. I mean, that guy, listen to him on radio. I'd go to a show where that guy's, at a Christmas party and talking on the stage. He's a funny guy too, But not everybody is straightforward with their true selves online. You got a lot of mysterious people online. Very mysterious people. Courtbug, thanks again, for sticking around, you guys. Awesome. We had a lot of fun tonight, guys. Good night to you too, Courtbug. Thanks again for stopping by. Beth Noyce, how's it going? Thanks, Julie, for welcoming everyone. Yeah, guys, hit us up on the streams, guys. Wednesday, 5 p.m. We got Fridays at 1 Eastern and 8 Eastern, 2 times on Fridays. So if you're new to the channel, and I know a lot of you sometimes come by and you like the research and you want to literally ask me anything, leave a comment. Like tomorrow when I get up, by the way, I'm going to be answering the comments on all the last videos because I really appreciate the comments. There's nobody commenting, by the way. It's you guys that are keeping the channel afloat. See, I get 60 comments. I have 60 watching. And sometimes I get 60 people come on the community. Sure, there's more people watching the channel, but honestly, as like the family we are, we're about 200-300 here, in reality. But that's a normal thing. Channels that have 10 million subscribers, like Secure Team and bigger channels, don't get 10 million views a day. You get a lot, but you'd think that they would get more because they have a lot of subscribers. But it's limited usually with the subscribers. Beth Noyce, how's it going? Hi, guys, with my family. Hey, dad and sister, that's awesome. Stop by to send love. Gonna watch the meteor shower tonight. Oh, I'm gonna start coughing now. Meteor showers tonight. I did not know there were meteor showers tonight. That would be what are we, May? What meteor showers tonight? Meteor shower tonight. How to see the meteor showers. Constellation of Aquarius. The Aqua Rid Fireballs. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that's funny. The moon came out. The moon came out from one of the clouds. Oh, she big tonight. That's what she said. So meteor shower tonight. Okay, well, that's an interesting one. Thanks for letting me know, Beth. I did not even know. So tonight, good news. It's the fireball ones. In other words, there's some meteors in constellations. You can see big ass fireballs, guys, and you can really see it well in the sky. I was actually able to catch a couple. Doc Davis asks, Bruce, are black people the Anunnaki? I keep hearing this everywhere. You know why we would possibly hear that, Doc Davis? Thanks, man, for stopping by. I love just hearing that. You know why? Because people are waking up to a certain reality. JC this afternoon, John Cloby on Mystic 03 said people are waking up to a higher, I say higher level of consciousness. And he says like a sort of an ascension, that they're evolving, connecting with something higher, a higher dimension, possibly. Gate Smasher talks often about the dimensions too. And they exist. But you know what interests me? black, Arab, Asian, white, all these different races and stuff, you know, we're all mixed, most likely, you know, Indian, you know, indigenous, we're all mixed, most likely all mixed. Doesn't really, it's not important for me to know who were the first race. I don't really care, but it'd be interesting to know how it all started, right? Because it's important for you all to judge people by their characters. Don't judge people by their color. Do not judge people by their color. Tell your kids, I'm not really talking to you guys because I know there's no one racist here, but tell your kids to be good to other cultures. And, you know, it's a very touchy situation where the kids in school, you could imagine the fighting and everything and the confusion that the stupid adults, us, are causing the kids to go through all this stupid confusion. I mean, I'm just dying to know what, honestly, what some of the Muslim people think of drag queen story time. I'm really curious. I'm pretty sure they have the same feelings as us. You know, that it's not normal to bring that into schools. Guy with integrity, a sincere guy who deserves success in his business. Absolutely. He's a hell of a good guy. Yes, Beth. Enjoy your family visit. Well, I guess I got to get off, guys. I had an amazing night this evening. I had quite a few interviews, actually. My day of fasting, by the way, I'm not eating today. So tomorrow, hopefully, will be, if I maintain, tomorrow will be day 3 fasting. So not telling you my weight yet, but I've been giving you a bit of a heads up. I left over 290. And in a couple of days, I will be able to give a number in the 250s to give you an idea of how much weight I'm losing. In the first month, I lost a hell of a lot of weight. We're the 5th on May 12th. I'll give you guys a rundown on how much weight I lost. For those that are interested, I'm sure some of you are interested to know how the hell I lost weight that fast. Easy. Starve your ass. Get over the mental part that wants you to have chips and cheese and whatever, right? Especially cheese. Just get over it. You feel better when you get thinner. I'm trying to make myself believe that. It's a spiritual war, definitely. Not in a physical sense, but mental. It is. It really is a mental war. And they're playing with our minds. They're playing with our minds. They're making families fight. They're making, you know, friends and people fight together. They're trying to separate the black and whites when in reality, every black person that comes here, I interact with and get along with, right? No one has the only answer is a joint thought process. You said it. We are the hive, guys. We are the brain. Do you believe me that the elites, every single ideal that they have gotten to try to control us has been through us? They got a whole database and listening to us, literally all our ideas, all the possibilities of ideas. Do you have any idea how many geniuses like Albert Einstein are in their homes right now with little jobs like working in grocery stores? Or, and I say little jobs, how insulting, you know? I'm talking about little jobs, like just at the end of the grocery store, you know, part-time job, couple days. You know, some people are geniuses and they're hidden in the world. And I believe that the elites are looking for those people. Real quickly, the Masons, was actually the Mason Lodge, came to the school when I was young to give to Genevieve a prize and over $1,000, if not $2,000, for having had a 90 average. And there was another one, Lynn, my old sweetheart, back in school. She was a genius, right? That's why she's not with me today. Okay. So these people were presented an award by the Masons. And on the award was the Mason sign. So quite simply, that person can look up the Masons and to find out what it is. And, you know, but again, that was presented to a woman. So the women aren't going to go to the Mason Lodge, but the Masons were who were giving out prizes to people that were very, very smart. And that's a scary thing because you realize that the Masons are, you know, whoever, let's just say who's controlling, right? Because it's not all Masons or Freemasons that are bad. That's something that not everybody understands. Freemasons are one thing. the Masons back from the 1800s and 1900s. It was quite simply a religion where people tried to better themselves. I think even Christie had mentioned at one point that she knew people, Masons and stuff. It happens, but the Masons that are presidents, well, that's the higher sort of class. That's like the 33 Club and all that, whatever Grove and all those places, right? Is it Maple Grove or guys? We had an amazing time this evening. God has many different names in different lands. I love that. You might think God is the only one for your religion, but there's only one, and all use different names. God is peace and love. That's beautiful. Thanks, brother. So earlier today that y'all can't protest, and that is rotten. Herd us is next. People need to push back and love and light. Suzanne, yes, people have to live, love, and light for sure. Yeah, that's what I like. All the different ways that we do so. Those of you that don't have a lot of time reading, but that are a little curious about Revelations, if there's ever been a time that you've listened to Revelations, if you listen to it now, you might shit on the ground. Sorry for the expression, but you literally might do so. Because now they're literally talking about what's going on these months. We're getting close to the time. You can listen to that on YouTube, Revelations, to find out what's coming. There's the prophetic Astrodamus. I have yet to start my channel. I was supposed to start a channel, which I'm sure one of the trolls will take it. Go right ahead. It's a good idea. Dumbass. That was me. I wanted to be the Dumbass. Very happy I chose Bruce Cesal, though. Honestly, I could just see this. So who is this guy? Who filmed this on the moon? This is incredible. The Dumbass. No chance of getting out there to anybody, Thank you, David Donlin, for being here. Yeah, Crow 777. Mavi 777 is a bot. I love you, man. Honestly, I appreciate that. I have seen some people do that before for me in the community over there, and I think it's radical. I think it's pretty cool because I would go on with him. The guy with my footage sitting with him on his channel, he would get 10 million views on his video, and he knows it. He really would. And he'd help me get people. But it's a chance to take. My video on his channel with me there and him presenting that video, it will give him over $20,000. That, if I gain 2,000-3,000 subscribers from that, it would be a good complicity, right? In it. But I don't blame him for anything. Not everybody wants to connect with people. It's all good. Yes, Vladimir was put in jail. Putin also displayed a black Jesus which is interesting. Next thing, they tried to assassinate him. Ooh, Doc, that could be close to that then, right? That's scary stuff. Yeah, they literally drone strike, for those that didn't know, on the Kremlin. Yeah, Radar. I had a chance to have a small interview with Crow. It's another person I was able to meet. It was fun doing this research, honestly. I was able to meet basically every one of the big channels, right? But there's big channels that have numbers, and there's channels that, are the real one. And they're not always on YouTube. I had a chance to meet Jan Vedne, Pan Ufology. Very young man that started the Ufology Association. This guy's interacting with the government. He's got Space Force, linked to a whole bunch of these places. For those that don't know, I forgot to mention it with Super Dave. My work was presented at a beautiful presentation, presented due to the Carter administration, presented by the Pentagon, the Space Force, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force. There's a whole Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, yes. Is the most likely the CIA wasn't there, FBI, but they were definitely looking at some of the footage. I had a chance to get my work presented there, and it's the reason why everybody stopped coming here, I think, because they maybe wanted to hide me. But honestly, I have to thank the Pentagon. I know it sounds crazy, but I have to thank them for this. There are some good people in the Pentagon, by the way. A good bad apple in all bushels. They're not all bad. Unfortunately, you're going to say, but no, it's true. The leaks come out from the inside. They leak it out inside. It's just, I think there's always a fight in the FBI, CIA. Either way, they say there's someone on the moon too. And I'm happy they allowed me to pass my research, because in reality, it's not that it's vetting me, but in a way it sort of is. And I think it's pretty cool. I want to thank each and every one of you for having stopped by here. I hear you, Solarhead. I appreciate that one. You guys can do the same. If you guys do listen to Secure Team, I do get some of his community members here. I have seen people speak up for the channel there too. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Yeah, unfortunately, without naming names, the guy, he got caught, anyways, a bunch of stuff happened. Not lucky. I hear you on that. That's the thing here. It's really my own footage here. So when you come by, it is what it is, Lisa. It is what it is. He did what he did. But why is it that people have a hard time pointing that out? Like me and my channel with the trolls and stuff. Lisa, you're, by the way, when that person that was bent on attacking the channel, right? You remember when you told me to go to Rumble because it was a channel that he started on Rumble? I went to see it, and with what he did just now, it could be that it was actually deliberate. So I thank you very much for taking care of the channel, for helping me. It's greatly appreciated. Wow, man. Solarhead, that means a lot. I'm telling you, bro. I love you guys for it. Yeah, man. Chavez is 86, 88. Absolutely. You can buy views if that's what you're talking about. You can buy views, subscribers. I know that a couple of channels, I know that some of them did. What is it going to give them? Well, it's going to look like you have subscribers and stuff, but you're going to have a lot of subscribers and no views. But you know what? Isn't that what Bruce Cesal channel is all about? 97,000 subscribers plus, no comments. It really does look like I bought all my subscribers. And you guys and gals will be able to find out when we get to the 100,000 mark, and you will see my plaque. Look it up. The YouTube videos are there. You do not get a plaque if you buy subscribers, and it's easy. You can get as little as 1,000 subscribers for $50, I think. The videos are all over the place. I wouldn't dare do it. YouTube's going to close you down, and then you lose your channel and your chance of coming back. So for sure. Yeah, buy subs. These people will charge you. Do you want a link? I don't use it, but no, thanks, Julie. No, thank you. Absolutely. Autumn baby, 1984. Thanks for being here, my friend. Yeah, they're saying it is an assassination attempt. Listen, a drone hit the Kremlin. So, it's very, very far away, Ukraine. They're saying that there's no drone that can go that far, but who knows? If we have drones on the moon, who knows? But something definitely did happen. Do you see the alliance that's forming? You have China, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Israel. They're going to have all one side, Russia. They're going to have the other side. Unfortunately, right now, both sides that are fighting are bad, and they're both fighting for power. It's like one big devil and one smaller devil. In reality, that's what's going on. That really is what's going on. Things that happen don't make sense. Matt Street. Hello. Dude, no wonder I get subscribed to channels. Interesting, Bruce. I thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. That is why they hacked my old account. They wanted to turn my channel into a bot. Yeah, listen, hey, bud. Somebody, before I get off here, I got a sore ass. Somebody tried to do the same with my channel. It's smart because if a hacker gets over 10,000 bots, maybe even 5,000 bots on your channel, it could be that they close you down because you have too many bots. And you'll get a big message up on your channel that says suspicious activity, right? So people will wonder, is he doing a fraud? What is he doing? And that's what they do. YouTube, there's a lot of hack methods, and that's one of them. You know why I know that's suspicious skies? Sorry, because I don't know. It didn't happen this year. Maybe it's because I don't have bots. For the past 2 or 3 years, have all of you with at least 10,000 subscribers or and up, did you notice that every year they do a rundown of your channels to tell you if there's any bots in your channel, on your channel? I was blown away. 2,200 bots, and I was close to getting my channel closed down because there was that many bots. So those bots, don't forget, they're interacting in the comment section. Hey, Bruce, love your work. But then you go back the next day, that same person comes and comments on the next video of the next day. Hey, Bruce, love your work. Thanks. Hey, Bruce, love your work. You go, wait a minute. There's some, something's going on here. Huge full moon. I hope it stays full because I'd love to get a nice shot for you all. Right on, brother. And hey, lover of the Lord, David, easy way. I think I told you anyways to chat here like this weekend or something. Yeah, I can start a stream like this. You can come on afterwards. I am so burnt tonight, bro. I'm not going to hide it because I did so many streams. And since I'm not eating, I'm going to go make a coffee or something so I can stay up all night and be able to do the videos. I got a rabbit outside again in his natural habitat. I'll be presenting it with Lauren Green's voice. The rabbit. Anyways, or maybe Liam's voice. Liam, what's his name? If you guys are interested in health or ever do want to go on a diet or to know for real what the effects are of somebody that's fasted for a couple of years and knows a lot about it, my brother knows a lot about that subject. I'm looking into a lot of some of the videos of keto and everything. And check out Jason John Swartz. You look at my featured channels. He's the one right at the end there, last but not least. And you guys can check him out too. Really appreciate SuperDave44 for having come on. For everyone here, Gate Smasher, Rod R. Much love, Rod R. Love you, Lisa. Thanks for being here, eh? Thanks for everything you guys do. Thanks, buddy. I had merchandise, and after 2 or 3 years, I was able to get accumulated about $350 to $400, and I wasn't able to get paid it because I was blocked out of my, what is it called, Teespring. Because notice that, okay? Yeah, we have merch stores on YouTube, but it's Teespring that's in charge of that. So I told YouTube I'm locked out of my account. I said I can't get back into my merchandise. You know what they told me? Send me your password. Prove that you're Bruce Ward. I said I don't have it, and I said actually, sorry, the password doesn't work. Well, so they tell me you changed it. I said I didn't change it, and I don't know the new password. So I said, listen, can we stop fighting? Can you allow me back in by like doing what every friggin' Google page does by saying re-enter your damn password? I lost my merch store. If you look up Bruce Sees All merch, the merch store and stuff like that, for the longest time, people have been buying my merch a year after. I saw someone 6 months ago went and bought a Bruce Sees All t-shirt, and I've never even seen him in my life. Never even seen any of the money for it. It's not that YouTube's keeping the money. It's that the money's inexistent. It's in the box. You know how YouTube is. At one point, they're going to want to send it to me. Maybe I'll wake up with $10 million one day. I doubt it, but never seen anyone with a Bruce Sees All shirt anyways. By the way. That I think, honestly, any color of a Jesus for me, wouldn't think anything of it. go into a white population area and they have a Jesus in the church that's black, that's what they should do. And the black should put up a white Jesus just to show that, hey, we got nothing against the whites. And the whites say, we got nothing against blacks. We got to start coming together there. You know, that's what we have to do. Maybe, I mean, that is ridiculous. If you ask me if Jesus was white or black, I would say, I'm going to take a guess, probably say black. Why not? Maybe, you know, they say he was a Jew. I don't know. He was Arab, maybe. For all I know, he could be Asian. Who knows? I'm open with that. I think it's cool. You see some, you know, I see, you know, little girls with their dolls. They're black and they have black dolls. I've seen white girls with black dolls. That's because the parent wants to buy them a doll. I imagine the story. I'd do it to my kids. You can buy a white doll just like you, same color as you. Why don't you buy a black doll, right? Get your kids used to interacting with other cultures. I'm telling you guys, you're going to bring your 9 or 10-year-old for the first time to see a black person or an Asian, and they're going to embarrass you. Okay? Get out. Show your kids that there's a whole bunch of colors at school. There's a whole bunch of races and stuff. It's important. Any kid that goes to school racist because the teachers teach them to be racist, they will get their ass kicked. They will be hated by the teachers at school. You don't teach your kids to be racist. I know a lot of parents do. Maybe not a lot, but we know that some parents do. I'm going to have to get off, guys. I had a lot of fun. I stayed on till 10. Supper. Bottle of water. A lot of water. I'm having a lot of water. That's what I'm having. Had a lot of fun tonight, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Last one. I fully believe Jesus gives me protection, and all those who do believe in him, I pray you get protection as well. That's a beautiful thing on an ending note. Kabul whipping the chains. Yes. Oh, Lisa, I have too. The Hawaii live cams are actually exquisite sunsets and everything. DB Property Maintenance, thanks again for becoming a member. Thanks for being here, you guys. And if I'm mistaken, no, I'm not mistaken. Coughing my head off, I am going to get off, guys, but I had a lot of fun. I wish I could stay on a bit longer. I mean, more streams. Hey, I got the sun last night, so I guess, well, that'll be for the members. It's a short video. I'm going to get that up for the members, and I'll be posting a Patreon video. Nicole S., everybody who's been become a patron, members, if you stop by, the contributions, Julie, Darla, everyone here, all the mods helping out, doing incredible work. I love you for it. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming back time and time again. I don't know what I'd do without you. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Go and leave me a comment. I'll answer the comments tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys, for the interest. Thanks again, SuperDave44. His channel link is in the description. Please take the time to check him out.